It's amazing how this report didn't dig into the 12 complaints against this cop and explain why they were thrown out.
A man out in downtown Minneapolis with some friends. Next thing he knows, he's got a broken nose and an officer on top of him. Hi, everyone. I'm Marnie Hughes.
And I'm Jeff Passo. Police say the man attacked them and paid the price. The Fox 9 investigators have obtained video that could help resolve the dispute once and for all. Here's Tom Lydon with the exclusive.
Caught on tape. It's become a bit of a modern cliche. Tonight, the question really is, what exactly was caught on tape? Is this a cop trying to gain control of someone resisting arrest, or is it straight up police brutality? Tonight, you decide. It all happens in a heartbeat.
We're not there to lose the fight.
But what you see
We're there to win the fight.
and how you see it
I didn't deserve none of that.
depends on your perspective.
He's still beating on him. Look, he's still beating on him.
Taken from a squad car camera, this much is clear. Minneapolis police officer Mark Lanassa throws a right jab, then a roundhouse punch, sending the suspect flying. Marcus Brock was on the receiving end of those two blows.
I don't really remember it. It happened so fast that all I remember was turning around. I'm saying, who pushed me? It was the police officer with his hands out. I'm like, oh my goodness. I get ready to turn around. I just blacked out from there.
What the video doesn't give you is any kind of context. According to police, they were responding to some kind of disturbance call here at 5th and Hennepin, one of the dicier corners downtown. It was a Sunday night in the summer, very busy, and most important of all, it was bar closing time.
You know, you're looking at something basically through a pipe. I mean, this is a one-dimensional view from a squad car camera.
Police spokesman Jesse Garcia says there's plenty the tape doesn't show.
I'm recording, baby!
The Fox 9 investigators obtained cell phone footage showing cops breaking up a fight on the corner. Police were trying to clear the street, and they say Brock resisted, then hit Officer Lanassa.
He went up to the officer and gave him a forearm right in the face. And the officer responded by hitting him in the face and striking him and bringing him to the ground. And this is something where he was basically Pearl Harbored with a forearm to the face, and he's going to respond.
Look at the very first frames of the tape, and you can see Brock has his forearm raised, blocking the officer. It's unclear if he's actually hitting the cop. But does any of it justify what happens next?
Is that appropriate force to use?
Very much so. I mean, there's force doesn't look good, but sometimes it's necessary, and sometimes you've got to overcome their force with a greater amount of force.
Keep the tape rolling, and another man jumps into the frame. He's Marcus Brock's friend, who is also pushed back. Officers with mace move in and circle around to keep an angry crowd at bay. Meanwhile, Officer Lanassa has Brock face down on the ground. Brock tries to get up, but is forced back down.
That was foul.
From that same cell phone camera, you can see the struggle from another angle.
I'm trying to move my head a little bit so I can at least go like this. But they got me like this.
Lanassa cuffs Brock, picks him up, and takes him away.
It's my face. As soon as I got out the hospital.
Brock never goes to jail. He's taken to HCMC with a broken nose and scrapes on his face.
I was the only black dude with a bunch of my white friends. Their face didn't look like mine. Their face just didn't look like mine.
Brock was initially charged with assaulting an officer, obstruction of justice, and disorderly conduct. All charges were dropped, and instead Brock pled to obstruction of traffic, basically jaywalking, and paid just a $72 fine. As for Officer Lanassa, he's got a clean record with internal affairs. But there is a lawsuit against Lanassa and the MPD. 2.5 years ago, Dwayne Davidson was fishing along the Mississippi when Lanassa sicked a police canine on him, biting his leg. Then Lanassa allegedly kicked him in the groin and ribs and punched him in the face. No charges were ever brought in that case either. The lawsuit is still pending in federal court.
I've never been physically harmed before.
Marcus Brock hasn't decided whether he'll file a complaint or even a lawsuit, but he certainly made up his mind about being downtown at closing time.
I don't mess with Minneapolis police like that. I stay in Richfield now.
Officer Lanassa never responded to our offer to tell his side of the story. He's been with the force about 19 years, and the department considers him one of the best cops working the downtown beat. And while he has a clean record with internal affairs, he's had more than a dozen complaints filed with the Civilian Review Board. He's been cleared in all those cases as well. For the Fox 9 investigators, I'm Tom Lydon.
And you can learn more about this story and watch the police dash cam video unedited online. Just go to myfox9.com, scroll down, and click Investigators.